The New York Yankees came up empty in the Manny Machado sweepstakes, as the All-Star free agent reportedly agreed to a massive, 10-year contract with the San Diego Padres. To which one young Yankees fan says, "Good riddance. Machado's reported deal good for baseball." And Mookie Betts, behold this young whippersnapper, who upon learning Machado wasn't coming to New York quickly retorted, "Good, I don't want Machado on the Yankees." This kid extremely did not want Manny Machado picked out. Twitter.com/60fcvgish5sny @SNYTV, February 19, 2019. What followed was a terrific rant that somehow managed to work in Boston Red Sox stars Mookie Betts and Xander Bogaerts, as well as New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady. "I don't want anybody from the AL East. I don't want Bogaerts. I don't want Betts. I don't want Josh Donaldson. I don't want any of those guys. I mean, you could take any other guy in the league. I just don't want anybody. I mean, you're not gonna take a guy you hate from another team. It's kinda like taking Tom Brady from the Patriots and adding him to the Dolphins. It doesn't happen." Not to dissect a young child's passionate baseball take, but the Yankees make interdivision moves all the time. They signed ex-Red Sox outfielder Jacoby Ellsbury in 2014 and even traded with the enemy to land Stephen Drew that same year. But we get what the kid is saying. For all of Machado's talent, Red Sox fans aren't too worked up that he never looked at Boston considering his checkered past with the club. You do, you, young Yankees fan. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. Cleveland Indians starting pitcher Trevor Bauer expected to win the Cy Young Award in the American League last season, and part of his reasoning was he believed Boston Red Sox ace Chris Sale's performance would tail off in the second half of the year. Bauer wasn't shy about taking a shot at Sale in a recent interview with Sports Illustrated. For instance, Bauer says he was certain he was going to win last year's AL Cy Young until August 11, when a line drive off the bat of the White Sox, Jose Abreu fractured his right leg. Even though he trailed the other frontrunner, Chris Sale of the Red Sox, by a slim margin in ERA 2.04 to 2.22, Sale was going to fade, Bauer says, like he always does, and I would have run away with it. Sale wound up getting hurt, and the Rays' Blake Snell won the award, but Bauer thinks that if the writers were going to give it to a pitcher with only 180 and 2/3 innings, and not Houston workhorse Justin Verlander, then the winner should have been Bauer himself, who threw 175 and a third. He tied for 6th. Sale actually had a better ERA and opponent's batting average after the All-Star break in 2018, but injuries slowed him down and he made just 7 starts in the last few months of the season. He ended up pitching 158 innings overall, and only 2 players ranked inside the top 20 in the Allen era totaled fewer than 170 innings. In 2017, Sale's first season with the Red Sox, he did pitch worse in the second half. He posted a 2.75 ERA before the All-Star break and tallied a 3.12 ERA after the break. Several of his other stats were worse post-All-Star break, too, so there is some truth in what Bauer is saying here. Whether it's injury or a decline in performance, Sale hasn't been performed to his normal standard after the All-Star break during his brief tenure in Boston. That said, these comments from Bauer likely will serve as motivation for Sale, who's about to enter the final year of his contract and will be pitching for a massive raise in free agency after the 2019 season. Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device. Fort Myers, Florida. When news broke Tuesday afternoon that Manny Machado had agreed to a whopping 10-year, $300 million deal with the San Diego Padres, the focus at JetBlue Park quickly shifted to Mookie Betts' impending free agency. The superstar Red Sox right fielder is set to hit the free agent market in 2021 unless the two sides negotiate an extension. The Red Sox this offseason signed Betts to a $20 million contract, a record for a player in his second year of arbitration eligibility. Machado's deal bodes well for Betts, who could be looking at upwards of $400 million if he hits the free market in 2 years. Still, though Machado signing for big money is good news for the 2018 American League MVP, Betts is hesitant to speak on how it could affect his future. "I mean, we're different players," Betts told reporters on Tuesday. "I can't speak on anybody else's free agency, I'm just going to worry about me." Betts was asked whether it's a relief for him to see a premium free agent finally earn an attractive contract during what's been a tremendously slow free agency period. More Red Sox John Henry on talk of a mid-season strike. "That's crazy. There are still a lot more guys out there, so it's kind of hard to say," Betts said. "One of the best closers in the game, Craig Kimbrel, is still out there, and a young guy that's one of the best in the game too, Bryce Harper, so it's kind of tough to say if it's good. But I guess it's somewhat of a step in the right direction. Now that there's a clearer idea of where the market stands for Betts, is he more receptive to what the Red Sox might have to say about an extension? No. No, it's still tough to do," said Betts. "There are still a lot of guys out there, so it's obviously not easy, and I'm kind of just focused on what's going on right now. With both Harper and Kimbrel still out there, it's hard to see where the market will eventually settle." But Red Sox manager Alex Cora had an optimistic reaction to Machado's mega deal. "Good for Mookie," Cora was asked after being informed of Machado's contract. "Good for baseball, man," Cora replied. "Good for baseball." Click here to download the new My Teams app by NBC Sports. Receive comprehensive coverage of your teams and stream the Celtics easily on your device.